Aloha nui kako and welcome. My name is BriaBogatin, and today what we're going to be doing is discussing the major themes, archetypes, and lessons for each zodiac sign in 2023. I will post timestamps down below in the comments or somewhere on this page so that you don't have to skip through the video. You just know where your zodiac sign starts. You can watch your sun, moon, rising. If you want to know the themes of your love life for 2023, you can watch your Venus sign. And I do recommend when you watch this video, in a few months, come back to it and check in, and you'll be able to see what transpired, what is still to transpire. You can receive the confirmation you may need, but either way, this is a great video to come back to in the future. This is also a video that will benefit you the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, or the end of the year. So whenever you see this video, this is when you're meant to see it. I believe that's all I have to say. So without further ado, Ha'oli Maka Hiki Ho, Happy New Year. And we are going to begin with the zodiac sign of Aries, and this video is just going to go in order for each sign. Okay, Aries. All right, Aries. The very first card you are receiving is the Knight of Pentacles. If it's one thing's for sure in 2023, Aries, I really think you guys are going to have to hold a lot of patience, and that's probably going to be your biggest challenge in 2023. What the Knight of Pentacles is going to say to you, that the things you're trying to achieve, your manifestations, your goals, what you're striving for the most part, they're going to take longer to unfold, to flourish than you may like. The Knight of Pentacles is very patient. Okay, it doesn't waste its energy on things just because it wants to do something. The Knight of Pentacles knows what it has. It knows what it has to bring to the table. So therefore, it's just not going to give its energy to just anything. However, what it does decide to give its energy towards, it will do so for quite some time. So keep that in mind this year, Aries, because although your manifestations may take a little bit longer than you'd like to fully flourish, to fully come to life, it is because once they do, you will have to be committed to those things for a very long time. So keep that in mind. Again, whatever comes up for you, whatever you invest in, whatever it is that you bring into your physical reality this year in 2023 will be a part of your life for the long run. So that is also going to bring in levels of commitment, responsibility. Are you willing to go the extra mile, to go the distance? So slow and steady wins the race, Aries, in regards to your career and finances in 2023. And Aries, we know you guys are quick moving, hot-headed, you're a fire sign, so that is going to be a challenge for you. But if you're able to key into your own cycles, the own ebbs and flows of your life and your life's energy, your journey, then you will be able to very much surrender to what this Knight of Pentacles is bringing forth for you. Okay, Aries, now the next card you are receiving is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about children. So this is going to highlight and let you know that a lot of the work, a lot of the physical action you will be doing in 2023 will be in alignment with or in regards to your own inner child. Either the healing of that inner child, the unacknowledgement of that inner child, or to the detriment of that inner child. But it is for you to be aware, okay, if I'm going to do this, how will this affect my inner child? And then of course the Six of Pentacles, being a card of children, is going to highlight children in general. Childlike joy, childlike innocence, and experiences with children. So this year, Aries, in 2023, for those of you that are Aries that want to get pregnant or have a child, this year is going to be favorable for that. This is going to say, you know, you might have a sister, a cousin, a best friend have a child in 2023. And it's also going to say that situations with your own children are going to be very extravagant. They're going to be very in your face, very obvious. They're going to be very apparent in 2023. So with this year, in regards to the Six of Cups, Aries, you can expect the relationship with the children that you may have to develop to a different level, or to unevolve or de-evolve. Again, deciding on how, or depending on how you choose to act. The Six of Cups is also nostalgia and over romanticizing the past, and it is a card of past lives. So this is also going to highlight past life karma becoming very obvious and very influential in your life within 2023. Okay, so then lastly, you are receiving, Aries, the Seven of Swords. This card has a lot to do with, and I feel the need to say this specifically, self-sabotage, Aries. The Seven of Swords pretty much is going to throw right in our face in which ways we are working against our own energy. We are being our own worst enemy. But specifically in regards to the things we allow ourselves to be objected to, the friends that we choose to have, the environments we choose to be in, the things that we choose to do that, you might do it just because it's fun, but in the back of your mind, or in your full awareness, that it is not good for you. So these things are very much going to be thrown into your face and become very apparent for you in 2023. And 2023 for Aries with the Seven of Swords, you're absolutely going to know and fully understand who is meant to go with you on the long haul, for the long term, and who is not, especially with this Knight of Pentacles. Again, things that stick around in 2023, friends, opportunities, jobs, levels of finances, experiences of finances are going to stick around for a prolonged period of time. With the Seven of Swords, this card does speak towards betrayal, against sabotage. It can speak towards like energy vampire things going on, people wanting to use you because you have great energy, or you have money, you have nice things, or whatever the case may be. So once you're aware of that, you will fully be able to know how you should move and how you should navigate. So self-sabotage, children, and having patience are going to be the main themes for Aries in 2023. All right, so now we are going to move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see, what are the major themes, archetypes for you in 2023? All right. Okay, Taurus, the very first card that you are receiving is the Five of Swords. With this card being the number 5, this is going to represent transitions within forms of communication. And I want to specifically say things like networking, trying to pitch a business deal where you have to go in and speak to someone, trying to work in groups with others. The Five of Swords is going to say that the lines of communication are a little bit blurry. And so communication, and we do have Mercury retrograde in the beginning of 2023, which, right now, today is December 30th. Okay, so for Taurus in 2023, small time communication issues, again, networking, emails, phone calls, business meetings, things like, oh, I have a friend who maybe could do this for you, or a friend of a friend, things like that, acquaintances. This is going to be of a challenge for Taurus in 2023. And this is why I think why, because then the King of Swords is coming out. This is actually what I'm feeling from this, Taurus. There's something that you either have an idea right now that you're trying to implement, and or there's an idea that's going to come to you, and I feel that you're overly trying to get others involved. And what this is saying to you with the King of Swords is that you're meant to be the leader. You're meant to be the spark. You're meant to be the CEO, the president, the one that does this. You don't necessarily need a group of others to be there with you. And I think that you're actually going to find that that's really what you shouldn't do, because you can't seem to align with the right people. You have your tribe, you have your family, you have those that are closest to you. That's all you need. You don't need support in the sense of, oh, I can, you know, give you this loan, or, you know, you can use my property for this, you can use my vehicle for this. You need support in, you know, you have a friend that you can vent to, you have a lover that's a confidant that you can, you know, pitch ideas with, you have a best friend that you can share ideas with. You don't need a business partner. That's why I feel the need to say for Taurus in 2023, you're meant to do this on your own. You are what your legacy is. Whatever it is you're trying to create right now, you are the boss of it. You are the leader, and that's what you need to step into, especially when it comes to communication and public speaking. This is giving very much public speaking energy. Okay, and the King of Swords, I mean, that is the card of public speaking, but this right here is saying that you're going to hit some road bumps because the way you're trying to go about it, it's not entirely in alignment with your destiny, because you're meant to do this on your own. You're meant to be, again, the leader. The King of Swords, this is also going to speak towards emotional detachment and emotional energetic autonomy. So that's going to be a big lesson for you in 2023 as well. And I do feel the need to say for Taurus, speaking from a less emotional space. Maybe 2022 was very emotional for you and you were really speaking from your heart. Sometimes that can be to our detriment because we tell people too many things or we get overly invested. That is going to change up for you in 2023, Taurus. And the King of Swords, I mean, that's a leader right there. Decisions being made in your favor. This is a level up. This is finding your inner power and exuding your inner power through communication and forms of communication. Then lastly, Taurus, you are receiving the Magician. The Magician is being in alignment with all the different aspects of your life. And this is a time and a year of investments, leveling up, opportunities, giving birth to new ideas, working with new energy. You're getting the Magician. So this card is going to say to you that you are the one that has the magic touch this year, Taurus. Again, with that Five of Swords energy and what that card revealed, you are meant to be in this right here. You are the conductor of your own existence. You are the conductor of your own reality. That's the energy these cards are giving. And a big part of that is going to be how you react to things as well. Because we don't have, you know, when they say like you create your own reality, what that actually means is you don't have control over what other people do. You know, if your house burns down, if your boyfriend breaks up with you, if your cat passes away, but what you do have control over is how you choose to react to these things. And that is a major form of messaging within the Magician. 2023 Taurus, you guys are going to be starting a lot of new things. Just keep in mind that you don't have to overextend yourself to get other people involved. All right, now we are going to move on to Gemini. Gemini, what are the major themes, archetypes, lessons for you in 2023? Oh, wow. Okay, Gemini, so you are receiving all Higher Arcana cards. And you are getting the two cards in the Higher Arcana that represent Gemini, the Magician and the Lovers. So that's very exciting. This year is going to be a very potent, I feel the need to say, year for Gemini. This is going to be a year that you look back on. This is going to be a year that sets the tone for many things to come throughout 2023 and after. Okay, so the first card you are receiving, Gemini, is the Moon. Okay, so the Moon is highly intuitive. It's intuitively authentic. That's what I feel the need to say. That's an interesting combination. Intuitively authentic. So the way that you express your divine feminine, your spirituality, your emotional talent are going to come off very well in 2023. You will be very well received in that capacity. And I feel the need to say that a lot of people are going to be looking to you, Gemini, in 2023 for emotional support and emotional confidence. The Moon is pretty much going to say to you that 2023, you're very much going to be exuding from an emotionally in tune, spiritual, even psychic, prophetic space. 2023, follow the signs and follow the omens, Gemini, because you are being led somewhere. You are being brought somewhere, and this year is going to give you a major key to your destiny, and it's going to be very spiritual. The moon is also illumination. So the things that, this is what I feel the need to say for Gemini right now. There's been certain things that you have not understood in regards to your journey thus far. You will understand them in 2023. You will begin to realize why that happened. The good, the bad, and the in-between. Why you thought that thing. Why you had that mental health concern. Why you had that breakup. Why you did that weird thing as a child. Where did that come from? Why you had that experience as a child. Why you had that best friend, that first boyfriend. These things that you contemplate and you can't fully understand, you're going to really understand them in a higher level, a very in-depth level, I should say, in 2023. So then, Gemini, you're receiving the Magician and the Lovers. So the Lovers is what, like everyone says, is a card of Gemini and Tarot. However, there are other ways of thinking, because there's 22 cards in the Higher Arcana in the deck of Tarot, and there's 12 Zodiac signs. So many Zodiac signs get assigned 2 Higher Arcana cards. Gemini is the Magician, and the main one is the Lovers. So let's begin with the Magician first. For one, Gemini, you are going to be beginning a lot of new things in 2023. A lot of new business ventures, a lot of new spiritual ventures, a lot of spiritual, intuitive investments happening in 2023 for Gemini. And the Magician is also the alignment and the balance between all the different aspects of your life. Things are very much going to be falling into place for you in 2023, and you're going to feel really good about where you're at as a whole. Generally where you're at, and you're going to find that sweet spot of balance between work and home, family and friends, making money and not making money, saving money, not saving money. All the things that you got your hand in, you're going to find that good balance and that good sense of, I got this, in 2023. The Magician is giving birth to new energy. It's alchemy. It's creating something new. And it's understanding that the things that we create that are new first begin at the higher levels of our existence, and then they trickle down into this physical, tangible reality. I feel that you guys are going to have a very good understanding of that in 2023. This combination right here is very magical. Okay, Gemini, you got the Midas touch this year. I will say, whatever it is that you give that Midas touch to, be aware, because that is going to be a part of you for quite some time, and it's going to quickly manifest as well. This is a year of rapid manifestation for Gemini. Okay, then the last card you are receiving, Gemini, is the Lovers. The Lovers is a lot of important decisions being made. It's also travel, good health, and soulmates. So decisions, travel, good health, soulmates, major themes for 2023 for Gemini. And the Lovers with the angel in the background, this is very much working with like things like energetic healing, getting into Reiki, whether it's you learning that yourself or getting Reiki done to you, massage therapy. This is very much like, what can I do physically to move into a path of healing? 2023, Geminis will be choosing healing. And because they're making that choice to step onto that path of healing, then everything else that comes along with it will be in contribution to that healing. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Cancer. What are the major themes, archetypes, lessons for Cancer in 2023? All right, Cancer. So the very first card you are receiving is the Five of Cups. And I'm going to show you the other card as well. It is the Knight of Swords. What this is showing me as soon as I see this is you're really going to be actively moving away from the heartbreaks of the past in 2023 and fully striving for this energy right here, which is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is home, hearth, harmony, union, things coming together. It highlights family, and it highlights our most important connections, or what we perceive to be our most important connections. This energy right here is very much like, damn, maybe I've been sitting in this pain for a little too long. Or wow, that happened. I don't want to have that happen. I don't want to have to stay in the energy of this heartbreak because my wife cheated. I don't want to have to stay into the heartbreak of losing my parents. And I want to create this kind of life. So the pains of the past, Cancer, have shown you what it is that you actually want. In 2023, you're going to be striving for that. You're going to be diving forward for that. So the Five of Cups is like, something painful has occurred. Something has occurred that has shifted your emotional state. This represents emotional shifts. So you can expect in 2023 to attain a new emotional state, a new emotional capacity, Cancer. You will be attaining in 2023. This is a card of crying over spilt milk. So I do feel like that by the time you watch this video, the heartbreak has happened. It might be something from 20 years ago. It could be something from when you were 5 years old or 12 years old, but you're still holding on to this. And as you can see in this card, he's facing the cups that have spilled over, yet behind him are 2 full cups. Okay, so what that represents is the silver lining and the understanding and the reasoning behind why these things happen and why you went through these things. This is coming to terms with some sort of pain of the past. Then you are receiving the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like, light bulb moment. I get it. I know what I need to do. I know what I want. And I have laser vision, tunnel vision towards that end goal. And that is you striving for that. The Knight of Swords will be saying to you, and along with that, and getting this card, Cancer, 2023 is going to be a very fast moving year for you. You're going to be making strides. Okay. So this is going to say to you that as you're in that momentum of making strides, be sure to have full awareness towards when you should take a breather and when you should stop and take a step back and observe and just rest for a moment, or decide to move slower, because again, the energy is going to be very quick for you. And then the last card you are receiving, Cancer, is the Four of Wands. This is what you want. You're going to get it this year, Cancer, 2023, whatever your ideal home life is, your ideal physical environments, whether that be a city, a town, a state, a certain home, being with a certain person, having children, not having children. This is also union, can even represent marriage. So some of you will be buying homes in 2023. You'll be getting married in 2023. You might be doing both, or you're going to be moving to a new state or city in 2023, because you are going to have this light bulb moment where you say, I know what it is I want. Outside of career and finances, I know what I want. I know the kind of vibe I want to be in. I know the kind of lifestyle I want to live. And I know how to find that space within myself. And now is the time to bring it about in a physical reality. Now is the time to manifest it into something tangible. Okay, Leo. Aloha, Leo. What does Leo need to know for 2023? What are the major themes and archetypes for Leo? Okay. So, Leo, you are coming off with a bang in 2023, and you are receiving the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is probably the most beautiful card in the deck of tarot. This is great emotional satisfaction. This is like, excuse me, this is, I feel very secure within my emotional state, my emotional attachments. I am very confident in what I feel fulfills me, what satisfies me. The Ace of Cups also represents an energetic relocation. So for some of you, that may be literal. You may be moving in 2023 to a new house, a new city, a new state. The Ace of Cups is also an energetic relocation in the sense of energy. Spiritually, you're being brought to the next level. Right now, you're here spiritually and you're about to be all the way up here. So this is a very auspicious time. 2023 is very auspicious for Leo in the space of emotions and spirituality, connection, and attunement, I want to say. You're also receiving the High Priestess. This combination right here is very, very powerful, ultra powerful spiritually. This is very much like if you're, reading the Bible, for example, you're going to get really into that. If you want to start a meditative practice, you're going to get really into that. This is very much like I am fully embracing my spiritual capabilities, my spiritual beliefs, and I am very much exuding from that space in 2023. I don't deny my spirituality. I heed the messaging of my intuition, my psychicness, my dreams, my signs and symbols from spirit, and that's the space I'm acting from. 2023 Leo, if you're trying to figure out if you should be rational or irrational, intuitive or real, whatever, pick the irrational, pick the intuitive, because this is going to say that your intuition is not even just on point, that it's psychic. Okay, it knows, it foresees. Very, very powerful spiritual energy for Leos in 2023. The High Priestess, I also feel the need to say, is a layer of protection being placed over Leo in 2023. You will be very spiritually protected because your spirit guides, the creator, whoever it is that you believe in, have a will and a calling for you spiritually, and you are meant to have a lot of spiritual attainment this year, and therefore you will be highly spiritually protected. Lots of blessings. This is energy of miracles and blessings. But at the same time, with this High Priestess, it is saying to you that people will be revealed. The people that try and lie to you, they're going to be exposed really quick. That you will know exactly who's on your team and who's not, because you will be able to see it just by looking at them. And then after you have that psychic hit, then you're going to get that physical, factual information that your intuition was right the whole time. So at the same time, Leo, these fantastic spiritual experiences, they're also going to show you exactly where you need to be, where you don't need to be, who you need to be around, and who you don't need to be around. And that is a blessing, but it also can be painful. So that is the other side to these cards. And then lastly, Leo, you are receiving the Two of Wands. This is a lot of long-term planning. This is collecting resources, and this is finding a soul tribe and working in tandem with others. This person can benefit from my work and vice versa. This is very much the energy of barter and trade. So Leos, this year, you're going to be preparing yourself for a lot of events to come in the future. 2023, with this energy, this high level of psychicness and foresight with this, you're going to be able to map out probably the next 5 years of your life, Leo. So when you step into certain situations in 2023, you're going to have a very strong foresight on what those experiences and opportunities are going to play out as, how long they will be in your life and your journey. Okay, I feel the creator's energy is very much closing in on Leos in 2023. Okay, the Two of Wands, again, soul tribes. You have an idea, I want to create a nail salon. You're going to find people that come along your journey just naturally that want to help you with that you can trade services with. Okay, so whatever ideas you're wanting to implement, you will find the people that are meant to help you with that and that will walk that journey with you. You're going to find them very naturally and probably very quickly as well. The Two of Wands, this is a card of a lot of opportunity, a lot of things that are in the distance. You can see it on the horizon, but it's not fully in your full view. Okay, so I do think 2023, a lot for Leo, a lot's going to be happening on the spiritual, emotional connection level. And that is going to put you in a space of a lot of planning for the years to come. Okay, Virgo. So what does Virgo need to know for 2023? What are the major themes, archetypes, etc.? Okay, Virgo. So, the very first card you are receiving, Virgo, is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is very much going to speak towards mental health concerns. So you can definitely expect 2023, you're going to be very focused on the healing of your mindset, your intellectual energy, the way you communicate, and the way that your brain is processing things. The way that your brain is processing things is going to a higher level, and it needs a lot of healing, is what the Nine of Swords is going to say. So again, the way you're going to be changing the way that your mind and your brain processes things. Now, something that is probably playing a big part in that is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a lot of times an identity crisis. This card can very much say, especially since we're talking about the forecast for a year, that this year, and maybe as you're seeing this video, you're like, what is it that I'm meant to do? You know, I have these ideas, I have these people in my life, I have these opportunities, I have these talents, but what is it that I'm actually doing with them? What is it that I'm truly meant to do with them? You're going to discover a lot of that in 2023, Virgo, and it's coming from, again, a space of this, your brain needing and wanting to process things differently. And when I say that, I mean process them in a higher way, a more healing capacity, in a way that's more beneficial to you. You know, maybe you immediately go to the worst case scenario. That is looking to change within 2023. Now, the Seven of Cups, you know, probably has, again, a lot to do with this. These cards are playing off of each other, because if your brain is processing things from a lower vibrational space, then how you are perceiving your destiny is going to be perceived from a lower vibrational space. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're like, oh, I'm a failure, I suck, this isn't going to work. But maybe it's that you're thinking too small. Maybe it's that you're still resonating with thought processes that are not in alignment with that destiny, that need to be released in order for you to fully attain that destiny. If one thing's for sure in 2023, Virgo, you have to remind yourself who you are and who it is that you want to become in this respect. I want to be a mother. I want to be a homeowner. I want to be in the public eye. I want to be a public speaker. I want to help people. You're going to have to keep coming back to that space of reminding yourself why you're doing what you're doing and what sparked these ideas. Okay, the Seven of Cups can also be having too many options. So again, what I feel this year and this energy is very much giving for Virgo is, I have this talent, I have this friend group, I live in this place, I have all these pieces, but what are they manifesting into one thing as? What is that one thing that all these different opportunities are trying to show me? You're going to really see that in 2023, Virgo. And again, keep coming back to that space of, if you know you want to help people, remind yourself of that. If you know you want to be a mother, remind yourself of that. If you know you want to be a farmer and have a property, remind yourself of that. Keep going back to the roots of things, because this can get foggy. Okay, and this is what you're going to be working through in 2023. But then, Virgo, you're receiving the Judgment card with the Eight of Pentacles. And this is saying right here that a major part of your destiny is being revealed in 2023. What you came here to do, what your legacy, what your mark on this world is meant to be, you're getting a major piece of that puzzle in 2023. The Judgment card is very compelling, and it is a card of destiny. It's like, I have a calling, I've discovered this calling, and I have this very compelling feeling to just go for it. I have to go here. I have to talk to this person. I have to make this post. I have to start this program. You're going to feel very pulled towards something in 2023, and it's going to come from working through this. Okay? The Judgment card, on, you know, a side note, and something you always want to be aware with the Judgment card, is the karmic merry-go-round. Okay, being very aware that you don't get wrapped up with them old karmic cycles. So 2023, Virgo, you're going to find old people popping up, old lessons, old triggers, old traumas resurfacing, and you're going to have to keep choosing that new path, that new way of doing things, and keep choosing to have your brain elevate to a higher space in order to process differently. That's very karmic for you this year. And again, the Judgment card does speak on the karmic merry-go-round. You're on it, you're off it, you think you released that cycle. Next thing you know, you're back in it. You think you released it, you really didn't. But going back to this being a very compelling energy and a card of purpose and destiny with receiving the Eight of Pentacles, I would say that probably by the time like 7 months into 2023, Virgo, you are going to be hard at work in something that's very important to not just you as a human, but you as a soul. And that's what the Eight of Pentacles is going to represent. Besides that, the Eight of Pentacles is great when it comes to money, career. It's career advancement, money advancement. It tells you to stay organized. Don't get scatterbrained like this. This is probably a big part of the karmic merry-go-round. Okay? Don't get scatterbrained. But this right here, again, by the time like 7 months comes around, once we hit end of summer 2023, you're going to be well in the work and the process of doing something that's very important to you and probably making money from it. Okay. All right, now we are going on to Libra. Libra, what is it that you need to be aware of in 2023? What are the major lessons, themes, archetypes? All right. Okay, Libra, so the first two cards you are receiving is the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. The Seven of Swords is going to highlight self-sabotage. How are you procrastinating? What are you giving your energy towards that you know you shouldn't? What are you subjecting yourself towards that you know you shouldn't? What are you lacking to do that you know that you should do? The Seven of Swords is very much like you have this awareness that what you're doing is not good for you, or that you should be doing something that's good for you, yet you're not doing it. So that's going to be thrown in your face in 2023, Libra. The ways that you are allowing yourself to lack when you know better is going to be thrown in your face in 2023. The other side of the Seven of Swords, Leo, especially with this, you're in too many connections that you do not get reciprocated. You're in too many jobs, financial situations, housing situations in which you do not get reciprocated. And what is being done about that? I'm not sure. Maybe you're also not sure, but you're going to find out in 2023 something is going to be done about that with this card right here. And this is, a very Libra energy. It's holding the scales. So this is going to represent, balance being restored into your life, especially in the sense of reciprocation. The giving and receiving dynamic of your life is out of balance. It has a lot to do with this. These cards are bouncing off of each other. Okay, they're very connected. And the Six of Pentacles is going to change that. So this combination right here, this is going to be the year, Libra, that you decide to leave that town you lived in for 10 years. That you decide to leave that girlfriend you've been with for a little while. That you stop being friends with those people or that person that you've been friends with maybe since middle school. Because these dynamics and aspects of your life are out of balance and you are not being reciprocated. I feel that Libras have always, for a while, you're in that space of overly giving. And you're also in a space of not only overly giving to others and others not fully reciprocating you, but you're not even reciprocating yourself. And that is going to change for Libra in 2023. The next card you are receiving, Libra, is the Three of Cups. Very simply, see? Three of Cups, this is reciprocation, especially within friend groups. I feel you're going to have a lot of new friends this year, Libra, because the friends that you have are just they're not giving what they should be giving. And the Three of Cups is the need to have more fun. It's travel, it's expansion, especially when it comes to what do I want to do for me? You know, how can I uplift my own energy? You're going to really decide upon that and find that. And there's going to be a lot of upliftment, I would say, by the middle of 2023, I think you'll be stepping into this energy. But from the beginning, you know, until this happens, you're going to be dealing with this. And Libra, you're going to be confronted a lot with how you have been self-sabotaging. But the good part is that once life and the creator and the universe confronts you with that, you'll be able to really embrace this right here. Okay, so then the last card you are receiving, Libra, is the Eight of Wands. So this right here is this is a hidden blessing for you. A blessing in disguise. Excuse me, because this is what's been holding you back. If you've been wondering why, Libra, why do I keep hitting roadblocks? Why can't I meet a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Why don't I have friends? Why don't I feel good around my friends? Why do I feel stagnant? This is why. Okay, so you're going to be confronted with that, and it's going to set you free. This is liberation. This is things moving very quickly. I think by the middle of 2023, things are going to be moving very quickly for Libra. Okay, and once you really awaken to this, it's going to be full speed ahead, and the obstacles will be lifted, and you'll have more fun. You'll have more exciting opportunities. You'll have a lot of advancement, exciting new information, but you have to deal with this, and you have to confront yourself. All right, Scorpio. What is your messaging for 2023 Scorpio? Ooh, this is taking longer than I thought. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, Scorpio. The very first card that you are receiving, Scorpio, is the Four of Pentacles. This card is going to represent the inability and or unwillingness to let go and surrender and release the things that are no longer serving you and release the things that are keeping you stuck and stagnant. So you're going to be confronted with those old ways of being, living, doing that you will not release, and those outdated attachments, those outdated things in your outside life that you also need to release. This can also be a card of having issues with money and being at the extremes with money. It's like you're either spending a lot of money or you're saving a lot of money. And this card is saying to you that this year in 2023, you have to find that balance. The next card you are receiving, Scorpio, and I'm actually going to show you the next two cards, is the Star and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so first of all, the Star is going to say to you that you're on the right path. You're on the right trajectory for yourself. And a big part of that is going to be the letting go, the shedding the layer of skin, and allowing yourself to be liberated and freed from the things that have been holding you down, especially the versions of self that have been holding you down. Maybe you've been in a version of yourself that is creating a bad relationship with your family. Maybe you're in a version of yourself that creates an energy of lack, so you have issues with money. But this is very much the energy of peeling back the layers of an onion and seeing what's at the core. And once you discover what's at the core, Scorpio, that's when you'll be in a much better flow of your life. And that's when you will have the confidence to release and to surrender what it is that is outdated. The Star card is happy outcomes. This is a blessing. This is definitely a card you want to see within your 2023 forecast and theme and lessons and stuff like that. But you first have to surrender and you first have to release. Then you are receiving the Ten of Cups. This is completion, and this is also going to highlight family and those closest to you. So when it comes to family, home life, and those closest to you, those connections, attachments, those aspects of your life are being brought to a new level, and you're going to experience new things within that area. Old family dynamics and old relationship dynamics are closing out for you this year in major ways, Scorpio, and you have to allow it to happen. This combination is pretty much saying, in your mind, or in the mind of Scorpio right now, you know what it is that you want. So act accordingly. You know what it is that you want to bring into your life. So act accordingly. If you want to have a better relationship with your husband or a friend or a child, then you need to act accordingly. You can't just let things be one-sided. And that's what the Four of Pentacles is going to represent to you. I'm stuck in my ways, and I'm not releasing that in order to bring about this right here. Okay, so that is all I have to say for Scorpio this year. And now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. And I have to pick up this card. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, what are the cards that are meant for you this year in 2023? What are the major themes and archetypes? All right, Sagittarius. Immediately when I see these cards, Sagittarius, I want to say you're really going to have to trust in yourself this year, because you're going to find that you might not really be able to rely on much of the things that are outside of you. A lot of truth and senses of reliability are going to be confronted for you in 2023. Okay, so the first card that is coming out is the Two of Pentacles. This is where I'm getting a lot of that energy. But the Two of Pentacles is very much like I'm overly focused on things that might not necessarily truly matter to me. I'm overly focused on money, materialism, material possessions, career, finances, things like that. Meanwhile, there's a raging ocean back here. Okay, and also he's holding up these pentacles by himself. I'm just really getting this energy that Sagittarius, you've been doing a lot of things on your own, and you're wondering who's going to come in and help me, who's going to come in and save me, and no one is. You have to do for you. You have to choose for you, and everything that you do in 2023, you're really going to have to do it for yourself, and that is what's going to bring you the right people, not the other way around. And it's going to be really important for you this year, Sagittarius, to pay attention to your emotional capacity, your emotional stability, and what is going on within your inner world. Because I do think that Sagittarius, with the Two of Pentacles, it's like career is great, finances is great, but what's missing? What am I lacking? Yes, I can make money, but what am I making money for? What is my inner ocean speaking to me right now? That's going to be really important for you to distinguish and use discernment on, Sagittarius. And you're going to be confronted with, are you willing to step out of healing in order to maintain the status quo materially? Okay, so then you are receiving the Six of Cups, Sagittarius. This is a card of children. So this is going to highlight your inner child, childlike joy, childlike innocence. So what this is saying is that a lot of the things you're going to be doing in 2023 are going to directly affect and be directly in regards to your inner child. So be very aware this year, Sagittarius, because whatever decisions you make will either be in the upliftment, in positivity towards your inner child, or in the decline, the dissension of your inner child. Your inner child is very much calling to be honored this year, and you're very much being called to make decisions that are in alignment with your inner child. Again, this is a card of children. So other people's children, your own children, if you want to have children, that might come up for you this year, or it's favorable for you this year, and your relationship with children are going to be changing, evolving to a new level. You're going to have new experiences and new perceptions and new attachment styles to children. Okay, so then you are receiving the Sun cards. A lot of children coming out in these cards. There is a child right here, child over here. Another thing before I forget, the Six of Cups is very past life. Things coming up for you in 2023, Sagittarius, that are directly connected to your past life experiences. So this can be a lot of deja vu, feelings of like, I've done this before, I've seen this before. It's because you have. So pay attention to those moments, because in those moments is the opportunity for you to release past life baggage and also to receive past life talents. Then you are receiving the Sun card. Ultimately, I think 2023, you're going to find the joy in the little things, Sagittarius, and you're going to find the joy within yourself and not seek joy outside of yourself. I think that's a major lesson for you this year. The Sun card is happy outcomes. It's great potential, great hope for the future. It's having more fun. It's joyful. It's happy. And you're really going to find this within yourself, which is going to make most of the experiences that you have positive in some sort of way. I think that your emotional state is beginning to settle this year, Sagittarius, and the more that you align with that inner child, the more you will bring out your own personal greatness. All right, Capricorn, what is your messaging for 2023? What are the major themes and archetypes for Capricorn? Okay. So you're starting off with a bang, Capricorn, because the first card you are receiving is the Star. This is saying to you that whenever you're watching this, you're doing the right things. You have the right ideas. You have the right foresight. You're planning in the right way. Your intentions are in the right space. You're doing the right thing for yourself, for others. You're making good decisions. The Star card is happy outcomes. It's alignment. Very much can be destiny. You know, this card could be saying, I feel the need to say, for some of you, learn astrology, because astrology is going to be something that you either share with others, you make money off of, but I feel the need to say, learn astrology, because that's going to help you a lot with understanding certain experiences and where they're coming from. I just feel for Capricorns in 2023, it would be of benefit to you to understand how the planets impact us and influence us as a collective. Okay, so you're receiving, the next two cards you're receiving are pretty interesting, Capricorn. And those are the Four of Swords and the Five of Wands. First of all, the Five of Wands is going to represent transitions within friend groups. This is why I'm saying to learn astrology, Capricorn, because you're going to be having situations come up within friend groups, and you can be forewarned of that. You know, if you know, okay, Mercury is aligning with Mars, or conjuncting, they're in this degree, then I can expect this and I can act like this. It's going to be very helpful for you because, again, Five of Wands is transitions within friend groups. Okay, the friends that you have currently, you're not going to have those friends any longer. Or whenever you watch this, you may have just moved yourself out of a lot of relationships, a lot of friendships. The Five of Wands is going to warn you about being overly competitive, overly pushy, overly opinionated, and also that energy around you, Capricorn. Capricorn, I think you're going to realize, like, I'm better off alone. That's what this is very much giving me, because the Four of Swords is solitude. It's rest, rejuvenation, and solitude, sacred solitude. And I really think that 2023, Capricorn, you're going to realize, like, I shouldn't tell everyone about this. I shouldn't tell them all my blessings. Not everyone is meant to know the information, the wisdom, the success that I have. some of the things that I know only is meant for me, and I shouldn't share it with others. And I think you're really going to realize, Capricorn, that you have some people around you that are just waiting for the ball to drop on you, waiting for you to mess up, to fail, for things to go awry. And the answer to that is to pull back. The Four of Swords, this is like, I'm getting more connected with myself. I'm diving deeper into connection with a higher power. I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm reflecting, I'm honing in on the energy around me, which is going to drastically change yourself and your physical circumstances. It's going to drastically change what is around you, because you're going to be keyed in on the full energetic and spiritual truth of the people, places, things, environments that you have been placing yourself in. So the Five of Wands is also to be aware of honestly fighting and arguing. And when that stuff does pop up, that is the creator letting you know who is meant to experience this with you and who is not. Because you have a lot of blessings, Capricorn. Capricorns are, if anyone's going to make money, it's going to be a Capricorn. You guys are successful. You got it going on. I love Capricorns and the energy of Capricorn, because they are constantly climbing, right? You are the mountain goat, so you are constantly climbing and constantly elevating out of situations. That is very much going to happen within your friend groups and your physical environments, even acquaintances and workplaces. And you're going to hone in on just yourself. You're going to take a step back, be in a space of sacred solitude, and I want to say studying your energy. This right here is going to be a catalyst for you to study your energy and be more focused on energetic stuff that's happening around you. You're very much going to notice, Capricorn, how people can like throw energy at you. What people think of you can put an energy tag on you, and that is going to push you to retract. Aloha, Aquarius. Let's see what cards are meant to come out for you today, or for this year, I should say. The major themes and archetypes for 2023. Okay, Aquarius, this is going to be an interesting year for you guys, I will say. First of all, we're in 2023, we're going to be having Saturn move from Aquarius to Pisces. Okay, so that is going to cause a rift. It's going to cause a shift for you guys. And the first card that's coming out, and why I'm saying that, is the Tower. And I think that big thing that's really going to spark that is going to be that Saturn moving from Aquarius to Pisces, because it's moving out of your sign. So your structures, your sense of responsibility, your karma, your organization, what you implement is looking to collapse and clear itself, release itself, so that you can rebuild in a much better sense. That's what the Tower is all about. It is destruction for creation. It is the breaking down of yourself, your lifestyle, your life experiences, so that you can integrate and then transmute and then create something new that's more true to who you are. So 2023, I would say, for Aquarius is going to be very karmic. It's going to be karmically interesting. It's going to be very karmically releasing. And to follow up on that, Aquarius, you are receiving the Chariot, which this is the card of the karmic records, the Akashic records. So again, from Saturn, the planet of karma, moving from Aquarius to Pisces, your foundation is going to be put into question, and you're going to be asked to break yourself down, break your life down, and rebuild once again. And this is going to be a process for you. So the Chariot is the last card that came out for you. So I would say that by the end or middle to end of 2023, Aquarius, is when you're going to start to see a lot of karmic rewards and or karmic repercussions step into your journey. I feel the need to say, Aquarius, that for a lot of you, you're going to be issuing and accepting a lot of apologies. You're going to be rectifying, confronting, and getting closure on a lot of different things. And this is absolutely meant to be, Aquarius. And you should really strive for that this year, because you want to build up your karmic energy in a positive sense. So if you know that the Chariot is coming out, then this is your sign to start confronting yourself, start reflecting on yourself, and start confronting the things that you know are not working. The thing about the Chariot card, the thing about the Tower card is that a lot of times we know exactly what the Tower is referring to, yet we have not acted on it yet. So the Creator, the universe, comes in and pulls the carpet out from underneath us. Be aware of that. If the Creator tells you once or twice, don't let it tell you a third time, because that is when things get destructive, and that's when we receive the Tower card. But ultimately, Aquarius, in 2023, you will be wiping the slate clean. So this is like really catalyst and detrimental things going on. Leaving a relationship, moving to a new state, leaving a job. Really milestone events taking place that are going to be a catalyst for a new dawn for you, so that you can rebuild your life in a much better capacity. The Chariot is full speed ahead, but this is also karmic elevation. So I really think this card is coming out, Aquarius, because if anyone's going to have a karmic 2023, it's going to be you. So make sure that you stay aware of that. And then the last card you are receiving, Aquarius, is the Nine of Wands. This is boundaries, okay? So this is going to say to you that your boundaries need to be reworked, and your boundaries are probably going to consistently be put into question within 2023. And when that happens, that is the universe, your spirit guides, letting you know that you need to rework your boundaries. You have boundaries that you need to be stronger in, you need to be more vocal on. You have boundaries that are just no longer working for you. They're not supporting you. They're not beneficial to you any longer. And you lack boundaries. You have areas where you need to implement boundaries. The Nine of Wands is also going to say, protect your energy, Aquarius. This is a time where you need to put your energetic barriers up. And what's definitely going to be revealed to you in 2023, Aquarius, is those people that just want to be around you because of your vibe and the energy you bring to the table. And you're going to very much see people's colors in 2023. This energy right here, and working in a very karmic capacity, it gives you a certain pair of glasses that you can never turn back from, if you get what I'm saying. Once you put them glasses on, you will never be able to unsee that person's truth. And that person's truth might just be a detriment to you. And these are the kinds of experiences you will very much be working through in 2023. And I would say that by the end of 2023, Aquarius, you're going to be elevated in a great sense. You're going to be more in the public eye. You're going to be recognized. You're going to be uplifted and admired in some sort of capacity. And you have to go through this in order to get there. The Chariot, although karmic, it is, again, it does bring forth that energy of being recognized, being seen. And it is also purpose and destiny. So you need to go through this for some sort of reason. And I would say, again, with that Nine of Wands, boundaries and protecting your energy. Once you see people's truth, don't try to change it. When someone shows you their colors, don't try to change it. Aloha, Pisces. Okay, my final sign. What is the energy, theme, lessons for 2023 for Pisces? Okay. Oh, Pisces, you guys are getting good cards. These are really beautiful cards you're receiving, Pisces. So I think I'll just show you them all at once. And you are receiving the Queen of Cups. Oh, this card is all messed up. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Wow. Very well rounded in the sense of elements. We got water, we got earth, we got fire. Only thing we're missing is air, so maybe you guys need to pay attention to that. You know, things like when Mercury goes retrograde, that's what's going to really challenge you. When things happen astrologically in like Gemini, air sign placements or Virgo placements, that Mercury air sign energy, that will be of great challenge to you in 2023, because you're very much hitting, again, you're hitting water, you're hitting earth, you're hitting fire, and air is all about communication, mindset, perceptions, intellectual energy. So be aware of that, because if you're wondering where the challenge is going to be, it's going to be within that area. Okay, so the Queen of Cups coming out, which is also known as a Queen of Water, and this being a card of Pisces. If one thing's for sure, Pisces, you will be finding and stepping into your power this year. Your inner power is going to be very seen. It's going to be recognized. And what you do that exudes from your inner power will be well received by those around you. The Queen of Cups is also like, you are probably going to be everyone's confidant, best friend, listening ear, shoulder to cry on, person to vent to in 2023. So this is very much when I say to you that you have a lot to offer. Protect that, and also find ways to reciprocate yourself. The Queen of Cups is saying that you'll be fine. You'll be good. There is not lack here. So fully step into in which ways you fill your own cup, because it's going to be needed. Then you are receiving the Queen of Pentacles. This is luxurious, graceful, grounded, successful, resourceful. Very, very beautiful card. The Queen of Pentacles is successful. See how she's focused on that pentacle, and she's just sitting there in her garden reaping all of her rewards. I feel like this might be a long time coming, Pisces. This is your time. This is your time of coming into your own spiritually, really in every other way besides communication and mindsets. That's going to be your Achilles heel in 2023. But you are finding your power within finances, emotional well-being, spiritual capacity, and then also your home life with the Four of Wands. This is union. This is the energy of rectifying something. So I feel like, Pisces, maybe you've been going through it, or maybe you had a prolonged process of healing. Maybe something very traumatic happened and you haven't really been able to come out the water and breathe in the way that you wanted. You will be able to do that in 2023. The Four of Wands is harmony. It's milestone events taking place. It's great announcements happening. So 2023 might be the year where graduations, births, ceremonies, weddings, housewarming parties, things of that nature are going to be occurring for you a lot in 2023. So this could say that, Pisces, you might end up in a very special relationship. You might end up with a new home, or doing a lot of advancements, fixing up, blessings to your home, coming together closer with those that you love. This is very beautiful energy. I would just say, again, be aware of the air element, mindsets, communication dynamics, how you speak, when you speak, and how you come off to others, because this is like, you really got it going on this year. And also, Saturn is moving into Pisces in 2023. So I feel that for Pisces sun, moon, rising people, you're going to be getting a lot of karmic rewards, because the planet Saturn is finding its way into Pisces, and that actually I think is going to be very good for Pisces sun, moon, rising. It's going to uplift you, and again, it's going to bring you karmic rewards. I feel like you guys have just been initiated into something. You went through the ringer, you made it to the top of that mountain, and now's the time to really exude from that space of power, and honestly really enjoy your life. It's a very beautiful spread. And I guess lastly, I'll say with the Queen of Pentacles, staying grounded, staying in tune. But this is also a card of giving birth to new things. It's very desirable and passionate, discovering new forms of passion and how to act out those passions. The Queen of Cups is high spiritual, emotional attainment. You might just end up doing spiritual work yourself. You might end up learning how to read tarot or read astrology or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, these are beautiful cards. I would just say be aware of the air. If you're into astrology and you're a Pisces and you're watching this, whenever something happens in the air element or Virgo or Mercury, that's when you really need to pay attention, and that's when you need to be more vigilant. All right, Pisces and everyone else, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. And haoli makahiki ho.